Is your horn tingling? Let's rub horns. Horns up, horns up, horns up, horns up, horns up. We are Unicorn Podcast. Hey guys, welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the basement. There is a lot going on that we need to talk about today. Big things that we can be very, very excited about. Welcome, Dusters. Welcome to Duster Club. Happy Friday. Horns up. Okay, we have big major news out of the White House. Yes, it's creating a little turmoil in the crypto world. We'll talk about that, but we also have two big announcements from number one, channel sponsor Ledger, and number two, MoonPay. Let's start with Ledger. They announced a new product, the Ledger Flex Solana Edition. There's this big Solana convention going on in New York City, Solana Accelerate. And Ledger is proving to the Solana community, and what's good for Solana is good for UFD, that they are deeply committed to the Solana ecosystem. And guys, we are a part of that. So let's run out. This is really cool. Let's run out and take a look at this new Solana edition Ledger Flex. Here's the announcement from yesterday. It's landed. It's a touchscreen. It's secure. It's built with and for the Solana community. Let's watch this video, intro video, excellent intro video that they put out yesterday. And we're going to start at the beginning, from the birth. Check that thing out. I love the Ledger Flex. I don't have the Solana edition yet. I'm going to tell you kind of the phases under which it will be released to the public. Look at that. Isn't it beautiful? People in the Solana community are super excited about this. Look at that. I want that. I want that. Wow. All right. So what do you think, huh? Is Ledger not proving to us, to the Solana community, right, that they want to be part of the future with Solana? Now, this is going to be released in different phases. I'm going to show you another quick video about 45 seconds long where one of the executives from Ledger talks about how this will be released. Let's go out there right now. And here we go. This is at the Solana Accelerate. I'm going there next year.
There you go, guys. This is the Solana edition Ledger Flex. So Ledger Flex is the device that we introduced last summer. It's our newest touchscreen device. So this is the secure touchscreen that I was talking about a moment ago. And we did what is basically a Solana colorway for you, but it comes with a soulbound token. And it's really meant for the community. So we have 3 windows of buying that are really for Solana holders only. We're starting with Saga, Seeker, and Super Team members are going to get the first crack at it.
Hey, I got to say one thing. I love his KISS T-shirt.
It was $70 in Solana
How
as
awesome.
a rebate. And then we have a window coming with other partners. Then we'll go to the whole Solana community before we go to the general public.
Wow, how exciting. Okay, and I will keep you guys posted on these different phases. There is like a second and third phase where if you are a UFD holder, you will get early access to the Ledger Flex Solana edition. The other thing that's so awesome about this is how Ledger is integrating themselves within the Solana community. I think back in February they worked with the SPL integration. Ledger Live, right? Like I have a Ledger Flex and then I use the Ledger Live app. It's great. It's incredible. It's been seamless. It's been perfect. So excited, so happy. This is great news, guys. This is our sponsor, Ledger, right? The hardware wallet cryptocurrency security leader integrating itself more and more with Solana. And what's good for Solana is good for UFD. So Ledger, thank you so much. Thanks for coming out with this awesome product. Again, guys, I'll keep you posted as these next phases are rolled out and when we can get our hands on one of these for ourselves. But again, thank you to Ledger for coming out with this product and for the support of the Solana and the UFD communities. All right, guys, the next big news story. MoonPay comes out this morning with breaking news. So I'm going to do my best to relay this to you, that now on the MoonPay app, every Solana token and meme coin is now tradable. Guess who that also includes? That also includes our unicorn fart dust. Let's go out and take a look at their big announcement this morning. This came from our friends at MoonPay. Breaking news, every Sol token and meme coin can be traded on the MoonPay app. Bitcoin and Fartcoin and UFD side by side without a centralized exchange. This DeFi experience is now available worldwide. They've got a 30-second video kind of explaining. Here we go. Hold on here. Make sure we got you on the right screen, guys, which we do. And let's watch the video. We'll talk more about it. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. I agree. How exciting is this? I mean, think about UFD, right? All these new exchanges that are coming along, but now MoonPay. So when people ask, right, Ron, how can I buy UFD? When people ask you, how can I buy UFD? MoonPay, right? I mean, look, trust me. Okay, 6 months ago, I owned zero crypto. I'd never owned a crypto in my life. My very first transaction, my very first interaction with crypto was with MoonPay. Trust me, if I can figure it out, anybody can figure it out. So when people ask us, when we're talking to people who are curious about crypto, wanting to get into crypto, wanting to get into unicorn fart dust, now we can tell them there's an easy, seamless way, and it's called MoonPay. What a great, I mean, unbelievable. What a day, right? Ledger coming out with Ledger Flex Solana edition, MoonPay, right? Now we can buy UFD on MoonPay and all the other Sol and Sol-based meme coins. But what an exciting day. Also this week, just to mention MoonPay once again, they announced a partnership with MasterCard that's going to enable people to use stable coins within the MasterCard network, to use stable coins for payment. There's so much going on, guys. There's another great video out there with Keith Grossman from MoonPay. He was interviewed by one of the big major mainstream media outlets, where he talks about how we're getting clarity now within the crypto world. Right? Things are changing, and it feels that way, right? Things are kind of gelling. Things are becoming more clear on many different levels. So very exciting news. Now we got big news out of the White House today as well. We're going to go look at what Zero Hedge at, and it is causing some trouble in the general markets and in the crypto world. But remember, guys, nothing goes straight up forever. Nothing just goes up and up and up and up. Trust me. Right? If it does, it always comes back. We want, an upward trend in the UFD coin price, in the general crypto market. And that's the trend that has been established. And I believe, just my belief, will continue to be established. And before I forget, my disclaimer, this is not financial advice. Don't buy or sell anything. Don't get yourself adopted. Don't adopt a puppy. Don't get engaged. Don't do anything. Right? Buy or sell anything based on anything that I'm saying here today. Just giving you my opinion. I do own, though, a large amount, Susie and I together, of UFD beans. I want to disclose that to you. So my horn is aligned with your horn, right? We are aligned, and I'm still so excited. Okay, but let's talk about what came out of the White House this morning. Some shocking news, and we can always rely on our friends at Zero Hedge to put a little bit of humor, a little spin on things. But futures, that's the stock market futures, plunge after Trump threatens 25% tariffs on Apple and 50% on Europe. Bonds and bullion bid. So bond prices are going up, which means the yield, the interest rates on bonds are going down, and gold and silver are being bid. We'll go out and check the general markets here in a minute, but this was, if we're gonna try to find a little humor in this, Zero Hedge provides it. It was set to be a relatively quiet day with stock futures unchanged, yields modestly lower. Bitcoin was just shy of new record highs, and then Trump woke up. First, in his post on Social Truth at 7:20 a.m., clearly angry, President said that unless iPhones that are sold in the U.S. are not built in the U.S., then he's going to slap a 25% tariff on iPhones. Wow. Man, that would make the price go up by what, like $250. And then he went on to threaten Europe, the European Union. Well, let's go back. Hold on here. The European Union with 50% tariffs, and I think that would go into effect, June 1st, which is next Saturday, okay? He wrote he's recommending a straight 50% tariff on the European Union starting on June 1st, 2025. So that's the big news story. I think, right? I mean, look, Trump likes to make these big threats, I guess you would say. And then a lot of times it's like a negotiating tactic. So I don't think we're going to see 25% tariffs on Apple products. I certainly don't think that we will see 50% tariffs on products coming from Europe. All politics aside, I just don't see it really coming to fruition. However, the markets react. So today, again, we're dealing with kind of a difficult market, but let's go out and take a look at what is happening in the markets right now. Okay, here we go. I'm going to refresh this page. Okay, so it looks like the Dow is only down less than 1%. Not as bad as it was earlier. Dow falls more than 300 points, but looks like it's popping back a little bit. Let's go look at crypto and see where. Oh, it's not too bad. Hey, Solana's up. Let me double check here, guys. I'm gonna refresh this one more time. Yeah, wow, that's awesome. Solana's back at 180 almost. And Bitcoin at 110,000. So not as bad as initially was expected. Dogecoin right around 23.5 cents. So I want to highlight something again for us as well, Dusters. We have had quite a run in the last 3 to 4 weeks, including today's big announcement from MoonPay. But let's remember, HTX Global listed us, major Asian exchange. They actually put out a tweet this morning, a positive tweet on different coins that are out there. And down at the bottom was our unicorn. So they are now including us in their public relations, social media campaigns. That was a big deal. I put out a retweet about that. We also this week had Exchange.io that listed us and DigiFinex. So that's, I'm sorry, in the last 3 weeks, but that's like one big deal per week for the last 3 weeks. And then today we get this news that you can actually buy UFD on the MoonPay network. Okay, does that make sense? Like we are, HTX is big in Asia. Obviously, MoonPay is huge in the United. MoonPay is like the fintech leader, like growing like crazy. That MasterCard announcement was huge. The announcement this morning was huge. I mean, we are getting exposed to more and more segments of the market, more and as crypto becomes more mainstreamed, and we've got companies like MoonPay, companies like Ledger leading the way, right? That will just bring more normies. I mean, now when my neighbors, think about this, my neighbors, when they ask me, and I live with a bunch of like upper middle class people around here. When they ask me about UFD, I don't have to go through, well, you need to make a software wallet and do this and do that, which is fine. That's great. And a lot of people do it. And I always recommend they then put those wallets into cold storage with Ledger. But we can also say, you can just go to MoonPay, right? I mean, so there's a lot going on, a lot for us to be super excited about. Let's run into some UFD specific news here. And there we go. Check this out, okay? This is the current social dominance numbers that's always coming to us from Ez the Duster and Emma Bear. There we are, guys. We are like right there. Check this. I'm going to draw for you. Check this out, okay? Look at this. And wait till you see this unbelievable, I won't go into it right now, market cap data, but we're right up there, right? We are hanging with the big boys because we are a big boy. We're a big unicorn. So keep up the great work on the social side. It's work, no doubt about it, okay? We love it. It's our passion, but it does take grit. It does take discipline. That's why they call it discipline, right? Maybe, I know, right? I don't always feel like doing everything, but we do it anyway because the UFD community, because do you feel your horn? Is your horn up there? Huh? Don't forget. I'm going to keep saying this until somebody tells me to stop. Right? Do you feel your horn? We are the horniest community in crypto. These horns, that's what I'm talking about. Don't have a dirty mind, okay? Like we continue. We like have this ability, like as our community is evolving day by day by day to keep showing up. That's because what we're doing is good. That's because what we're doing is fair and right. And people know that. It resonates with you. I see it. I read all your posts on the timeline. I'm sorry, I can't respond to every single person. But we know in our hearts that what we're doing, when things feel right in our gut, we know that this is a special situation. So keep up the good work. Because, guys, this next piece of data, and this one came from our great friend Emma Ball, is just astounding. This is, again, I'm not giving financial advice. Always be responsible with anything that you do financially, guys. But to me, this indicates the unbelievable, almost unlimited potential that we have with UFD. Okay. Meme coin, Emma says, meme coin holder analysis. Check this out. UFD is ranked third amongst Solana-based meme coins in holders with $10,000 or more invested as a percentage of total holders. So let's go down here and look real quick. Here we are. Here's the proof from our friend Emma Bull. Okay. And hold on here. There we go. I'm going to get the crayons out for you. Here is our friend, right? UFD. And here we are, 1.75% of our holders of our token, almost 2% of our holders have $10,000 or more invested. But that puts us right here at number 3. See if I can do a number sign. It's hard to draw with this thing. I need to get a mouse or something. Number 3. Okay. So there's only 2 coins ahead of us. And not that far. Fartcoin does have 4%. That's pretty significant. But Popcat's right ahead of us at 1.97%. Now, when we go out, and this is where it's absolutely crazy, guys. When we go out and look at, okay, so what are the market caps of those? Because this is one of the most important metrics to measure, according to a lot of the top analysts. I think Murad says it, whatever. What does this mean? It means we're gaining more high conviction holders. But then look at the market cap compared to the two coins that are ahead of us. Popcat, their market cap's about 10 times ours. And wow, is that true? Yeah, it is true, right? Fartcoin, their market cap is 30 times ours. So that means to catch up with Popcat, our market cap would have to 10x our coin price, because we can't make any more coins. We know that. But to catch up with Fartcoin, our market cap would have to go up not 30%, Dusters, No, 30x. To put for context, 10 days ago, UFD was 42x from Farcoin. UFD remains fifth amongst all sold meme coins with $1,000 invested. Wow. Okay, so we're fifth, but we are third. That tells me, does that make sense? That doesn't make sense to me. How can our market cap be like the small fraction of these other coins when on a social dominance, a social engagement metric, we're in the same league as they are, number one. But number two, when you look at the number of holders in our coin that have $10,000 or more invested, which is another, like, what are the two big metrics people talk about, right? Social engagement, community, right? And, right, what percentage of your holders are people that have a strong conviction, right? 10,000 or more invested. But we're a fraction. I mean, it's, I'll put it this way. We've got a lot of room potentially for capital appreciation. I believe undeniably that we have unlimited potential. There is nothing holding us back. Early on in this journey, in the first month, right, there were a couple key things that I learned that really excited me. Number one, that the number of UFD coins, beans, is finite, limited. Okay. That was a big, big deal. The other thing that I learned when I talked to so many of the big top people in the crypto field, I would ask them, is there anything keeping Unicorn Fart Dust from being as big as, and we don't compare ourselves, but I did back then, I'll say XYZ coin. And they said, Ronnie, there's nothing holding you back. There's nothing holding your community back. And then we look at the most important metrics. Community, check for UFD. That's right. That's you. That's me. Right? I'm just part of it. It's we. Okay. And then a conviction of holders. We got the best. I apologize. We don't have whales. I haven't talked about these wonderful people in a while. No, folks. Here it comes. Do 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 do. We have narwhals, the unicorns of the sea in the UFD community, and we've got some great narwhals. But everybody counts, right? The person that has 10 million UFD beans is no more important than the person that has 10. Right? We are a community that welcomes everyone. And everyone has a fair shot, right, at being part of this, a fair and level playing field. Super excited. Then I start thinking about Bitcoin. I wrote this out last night, okay? They call Bitcoin digital gold, right? But there's always been this criticism. And I'm going to tell you right now, this is just my opinion. Don't make any financial decisions based on anything I'm saying. Just a guy in his basement who loves to think all day long. I think Unicorn Fart Dust can also be called digital gold or digital silver. We've said that before. No doubt about it. Hold on. I think the boss might have been calling. Were you needing me, Susie? Over?
Yes. I don't know. Can you pull up your comments on YouTube and maybe read the one from Connector? It's kind of good just to share with everyone here. Over.
Yep. Okay. Don't forget to let go of your button when you're done talking. Over.
Sorry, dear. Over.
You're fine. We love Susie. Everybody say hi to Susie, and then we're gonna talk about I'll get back to the digital gold. Everybody, let's all give Susie a high five. Okay. She says that I need to go look at comments. I don't know if I can find this, so hang with me here and see what Connector had to say. Is this it? Urgent. Page has been flagged for serious. Oh, that's not it. Connector. Okay. Hold on here. Let's see if we can read this. If I can pull this up and read it. Okay, I'm reading this for the first time. If you notice that someone sent you UFD in your wallet and it appears two different UFD, be careful. Okay, I can't see the bottom of what he said. So let me go back here. All right, guys. Yeah, this is pretty important. And there's some other spam on here. Anytime somebody, scam. Okay, so let's do this one first. I'll just try to read it to you because I can't see it when it's on the screen. Okay, if you notice that someone sent you UFD in your wallet and it appears 2 different UFD, be sure the one was not yours, is a scam. Don't interact. It will drain your wallet. Just hide it. Yeah, and I had that happen many times as well, right? You get these scam coins sent to you, and everybody warned me from day one, and I was good about that. Don't interact with them because you can get drained. And apparently they can also make scam coins and make them look real similar to our UFD. So guys, be very, very careful. Okay. I'm not an expert. I'm not a guru in this area, but the first thing I would say is just be caution, right? Be cautious. Number one. And even here in the comments, there's, we're removing some of your posts, immediate action required. I don't know what's going on. Okay. It's just, unfortunately, guys, there are so many scams out there where they try to get us. Thank you, Susie, for pointing out Connector's post. That's an important message where they try to get you, right? I'm telling you the golden rule, and I need to remind myself this is because this is big, big, big stuff. The golden rule of, in my opinion, of.
I'm gonna have to go. Bye.
Okay, you want to say goodbye? You want to say goodbye to everybody?
Bye, everyone. Thanks for being here. I gotta get going. I gotta do a bunch of stuff today. Take care.
Okay. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. We love you. Okay. The golden rule: never give any personal information, anything, if the person that you're interacting with reached out to you, meaning if they called you on the phone, if they sent you an email, if they sent you a letter in the mail, whatever it is, right? Only give out personal information if you initiate the contact. If you call Apple Computer, or if you call the credit card company, or if you reach out to X or Faith, whoever it is, that's the only time to give out personal information. If they've contacted you in there, because they're very tricky and very, very cunning, sometimes those are scams. So that's my general golden rule. Okay. Bitcoin, digital gold, and then I'm thinking about UFD. We'll say it's digital silver, but we can say it's digital gold as well. In my opinion, right? Just my opinion, because the knock on gold has always been that, well, it doesn't do anything, it doesn't create any income, it doesn't whatever. And I'm a gold and silver maxi as well as a UFD maxi, okay? But that's the knock on gold. Silver's a different story because it has use, whatever. And I started thinking about UFD, and I'm like, well, and basically the value of gold is created because of the community, because a number of people agree that it's valuable. And it just hit me last night. I'm like, what, UFD, right? That's like, trust me, there's no community like our community. So keep it up. Another big Solana news. Let's get moving here, Ronnie. Okay. Here we go. This came out yesterday, just in. Kraken, right? We're listed on Kraken, Tier 1 exchange. I forgot to mention that one earlier. To launch X stocks on Solana, allowing Solana users to trade tokenized stocks. And they've been talking about that for a long, long time, that the future of finance would be tokenization of everything, tokenization of stocks included. We still have a major, major issue, guys, in the world. We are facing a bond crisis. Investors dump bonds globally as U.S. fiscal worries ignite. I'm telling you, we've got big problems in Japan. We've got big problems in the United States, although today the bond yields are down a bit. Hold on here. Shared the wrong tab. All right, here we go. Investors around the world are dumping bonds. We've got a worldwide debt crisis. I don't think we talk about that enough because what we talk about generally is the United States. Even I'm guilty of that, focusing on the United States. But let's run out and take a look at where the 10-year bond yield is right now here in the U.S. And we're going to go out to CNBC. Yeah, the 10-year bond yield still above 4.5%. Next, this is crazy. This chart came from LinkedIn, believe it or not, and shows This shows, this is from Clive Thompson. All right. He's a big shot in the world of finance. He says around the world, 30-year government bond yields are flashing red. Australia, Canada, the EU, Japan, the UK, and the USA. These over here on the left, those are charts of the 30-year bond yields in like all the other major countries around the world. The world, people are dumping bonds, and it's because there's so much debt in the world. I think I remember like the United States has like 37 trillion, but worldwide, if you aggregate it all, it's like $330 trillion in debt. You know, you got corporate debt, consumer debt. There's all this debt. And this is the interesting thing that a lot of people don't think of. For every piece of debt that's out there, there is somebody who thinks they're going to get paid back. Okay. But like mathematically, the only way this debt can get paid back is if they devalue the world's currencies. And don't be fooled, right? Because think about it. If they all devalue at the same time in unison, right? If the dollar and the euro and the yen, if they're all devaluing, their relationship to each other can remain relatively stable, but they're all dropping in value. While on the other side of the equation, if you've got other assets that are finite in nature, right? Things like crypto, things like gold, things like silver, things like unicorn fart dust that are finite in nature, they can go up in value. Collectible art, land, oil, other commodities, anything like that. It's very important to realize over here, you got all these paper currencies that all together are going down in value. So they look like they're, the DXY index. We've talked about that. But the other side of that equation are the other assets out there that are real in nature. Okay. Now, I think technically UFD meme coins are considered to be collectibles, but nonetheless, look, right? 999 million. That's all there are. It's time for my shake the beans therapy. We can never make more. We are finite. And every day, right, that let's say yesterday, for example, right, let's say there were 300 new people who put their bean in the jug. You've got a bean here in the jug, right? 300 new people. And maybe we had, let's say it was even 200 people that sold. As long as day by day, right, we get a net positive number of new people who are diamond hooved, see that in black, diamond hooved dusters. Eventually, guys, this jug fills up. Then we have a bean shortage. Then we have the beanopoly that we've all been waiting for. When there's no more beans available. Okay. All right. Let's watch some fun stuff here. Let's have a little fun, dusters. We like to have fun. And I'm going to share this one first. Love this artwork. Hold on. There we go. We'll let this one play again. Isn't that cool? There he is on the motorcycle. And I love that pink for some reason. That is us. All right. Let's go to the next one. Oh, this came from Emma Bowl. You know, Emma's always given us like very in-depth research-based information. But I love this from Emma. Let me pull it down here. There we are, right? That's us looking out the window. There's the unicorn. Flies away. Hey. All right. I thought that was a great one. And then we got one from P. Here we go. I'm going to make this full screen for your viewing pleasure. And let's go UFD. That's our chart. Maybe not today, but guys, remember. I love it. I love it. All right. And, oops. Hold on here. Hey, wait a minute. There we are. All right. Sorry, guys. Little technical difficulties as usual as we do our live streams in the basement. Don't forget, right? I know, right? And we'll go look. Let's take our blood pressure medicine and we'll go look at the token price. Hold on here. All right, we are out at Coin Market Cap, and for some reason, it's having some technical problems today. Huh. Solana, let's wait, see if this works. Come on. Huh. Wow. You know what? Let's go. Hold on, guys. We'll go take a look. Always kind of blew me away that there we are. All right, looks like the computers are acting goofy this morning. Anyway, the point of the whole thing is this. I know it's no fun when we have red days. I'm right there with you. I learn about it through osmosis. I maybe check the token price 2 or 3 times per day because I'm focused on what I know is the most important thing. And that is building community, building this unbelievable, rock solid group of people all around the world that want to be part of UFD. The red days are no fun. Nope, we don't like them. I agree 100%. Right? But we got to be realistic. Nothing. Whether you're going to look at NVIDIA stock, Apple stock, the price of oil, no matter what you look at, is going to go just straight up, right? You're going to go up, you're going to come back. What we want is a strong, steady upward movement. Pullbacks are normal. Pullbacks are no fun, okay? I'm not going to sit here and say we should be happy about it, but they are going to happen. Where we can avoid a pullback is within our community. Within what can we do today? What little extra effort can I make today? I'll ask myself that, right? To help further the UFD mission. You can ask yourself that too. Look, I can't tell you what to do. I can't sit down here and say, this is what you do. No, I'm not a dictator, right? You're your own dictator. I've said this many times. If you like UFD, right? Come join the community because you get to be CEO. Right? I have so many examples of people, Emma, P, Bean, Crip Wizard. I mean, I could go on forever that have taken initiatives, right, and done things, taken a chance, tried things that have DJ Litmus that have turned into unbelievable success stories, personal success for them, but group success for UFD. For our community. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity. You better watch out. Are you feeling the fire? I'm feeling the fire. This is only going to happen one time. Numero uno. You never saw me before crypto, unless you were in the gold and silver community, okay, which I still do content for a couple times a week. I love gold and silver. Silver's the original cryptocurrency, no doubt about it. But nonetheless, this unicorn fart dust situation, to which I am 100% committed, showing up every day doing live streams because you show up every day. This is a special circumstance that cannot be replicated, cannot be duplicated, right? There's other great tokens out there. There's other great communities, other great initiatives that go on. But when it comes to us, we have digital scarcity. Because guess what? Buttercups. And if you don't know what a buttercup is, that means you're a buttercup. Because a buttercup is someone who's not yet joined the herd. Or cult, C-O-L-T, right? Hasn't become a duster yet. A duster is somebody who owns beans, buttercups. Buttercups, if you're interested, I'm not telling you what to do, but you can now acquire UFD beans on MoonPay. Nonetheless, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. That's why I'm so committed. I think that's why a lot of you are so committed. But there's only one UFD, okay? We do have digital scarcity. We do have accessibility throughout the entire planet. The entire planet, right, has access to UFD, right? It's decentralized finance. We don't have any authority who's out there saying, well, you can't, this is what's going to happen with UFD. There's no central bank for unicorn fart dust. It's the blockchain. That's we are the purest from our inception through where we are today. We are the purest. We have been nothing but pure, honest, and transparent. I have been nothing but 100% honest, transparent, right? Upfront, however you want to say it. And that's great. That's what I would want. So that's what I do. Right. And it's been a great big honor, but we are decentralized. I think we're probably the most decentralized cryptocurrency on the planet right now. I mean, I know, and look, big respect for Bitcoin, huge respect for Bitcoin and for the Bitcoin maxis, massive respect. But like BlackRock has gotten involved, Fidelity, these big, the government is getting involved. I'm not saying it's anything, but when it comes to like what I think still is pure decentralization, pure grassroots, pure, and this is what I was thinking about with silver and gold earlier, right? People say, oh, it doesn't, UFD, like we didn't come out with any big promises in gold and silver, right? Especially gold. It doesn't have big promises. Gold's not saying, hey, we're going to generate income no, gold is just gold. UFD is just UFD. Where the magic happens with UFD is with you. Okay. Right. And again, if you're a buttercup, give it a shot. Right. Go out on the UFD, go out on the X timeline and say $UFD. Tell me about this. Is it really that cool? Because it is. It's a big, big deal. It's democratized. It's a once in a lifetime deal, guys. So keep up the good work. Hey, I also want to mention real quickly the other sponsor that we have here. You know what? I'll just point to it today. Okay. Dirty Man Safe. I'll pull it up. These things got me thinking. What got me reignited about Dirty Man Safe? This is a safe that you can bury in your yard. This is it, right? This tube that you see here. You dig a hole and you bury this tube, and then there's a cap that goes on top, okay? And this handle goes through the cap, and when you dig it up and pull the handle, guess what's inside? That's right, a Dirty Man Safe. This is actually the Dirty Girl. All right, this is their smallest version, Dirty Man Safe. That's Ron10. That's the discount code you can use, the affiliate link. But what got me so excited about these was I read these articles about all the people during the Los Angeles fires who lost millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin. It said Bitcoin, because the fires incinerated their houses and their seed phrases got burnt up. And even from what I read, some of the people that had them on those metal cards, that those were even rendered unreadable. And I thought, right, if people had one of these and had I'm not giving advice, I'm just saying a potential, right? This is buried in the ground. Look, it's great to have a safe in your house. It's great to have a safety deposit box. I don't keep any valuable stuff here at the house, anything related to crypto or precious metals. But if you do, and you want to diversify even further, this is really cool, right? And these things are really awesome. I was so impressed when I first got it, right? You get it's a tube, you store stuff in there. It's really well built. There's a unicorn in that one. Tighten it back up. Okay. And again, then it goes, where did my tube go? I lost my tube. Oh, yeah. All right. You dig a hole, you put this down in there. Okay. You put the white cap on top. It's buried in your yard. It's like the pirates, right? Think about, I always say this, but think about what the pirates did with their silver and gold treasures, and there's still people looking for it. They buried in the ground, because when something's buried in the ground, it's safe, right? From fire, from flood, from all types of different things. So anyway, thank you to Dirty Man for your continued support. Thank you for your continued support. Let's go UFD. Okay, let's go. Today's Friday. Let's have a great weekend. right? Let's get out there and spread some dust. We had big news this week, right, from MoonPay, big news this week from Ledger as well. We got a lot of great things to be excited about. Thank you for being here. Don't forget the most important thing. Don't forget the 3-second smile when I say go. 1, 2, 3, right? Be good to yourself. Okay, start with yourself. You deserve it. You are as talented and capable as anybody else out there, right? Give it a shot. There's so many resources to learn now on the internet. You want to learn about graphic design, editing, video, anything, doing live streams. That's how I learned, believe it or not. Maybe it shows, but nonetheless, believe in yourself. Give yourself a shot. Go out there and try something new. Okay. If you think you got that feeling, and be willing to put in the work. Okay. Be willing to have some discipline. Right. You can do anything that anybody else can, but most importantly, be good to yourself. I'll do my best today to do that. Right. When we're good to ourselves, it allows us to be good to other people, to spread the goodness. It's a great foundation. You deserve it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great, great